Hey, this is Russ. Today is Father's Day, and I'm taking you on a ride Sunday morning again, just around 6 o'clock in the morning. I will admit, today is a little chilly. It's about 61 degrees right now. Make this turn. But again, the reason for the Sunday morning ride is to avoid traffic, because we're taking two major roads today, and we're essentially taking the same roads that we have taken in the past when we were heading towards the Prospect Heights bike trail. But I got to thinking, instead of going to the Prospect Heights bike trail today, if I kept going down Hintz Road, right now we are on Rand Road, if we keep going down Hintz Road, we eventually will run into the Des Plaines River. All right? So that's my goal. And as we pass the Des Plaines River, just before we get there, we should actually hit the Chicago Executive Airport. The Chicago Executive Airport used to be called Palwaukee Airport because it's at the intersection of Palatine Road and Milwaukee Road. So Palwaukee, get it? Many years ago, they changed the name to the Chicago Executive Airport. I don't know why they did that. I still call it Palwaukee. It's just like when you look at the Sears Tower, okay, in Chicago. That's now called the Willis Tower. For some reason, I can't call it that. I think a lot of Chicagoans are the same way. They just can't call it the new names. So, to me, it's always been Palwaukee Airport. Probably will always be Palwaukee Airport, but it's not. It's the Chicago Executive Airport now. So, yeah, it's kind of chilly right now. But, again, I prefer to be a little bit colder than sweating. Later on today, we are headed to the cemetery because it is Father's Day, and then to my brother-in-law's house for lunch. So, yeah, we have quite a bit of things to do today. Let's pass this car up here. But if I get this ride in early in the morning, we should be okay. So today I am doing a combination of pedaling and also throttling. There's cars behind me, and they are moving over. Yeah, it's surprising there's a little bit more cars today than it was before. But usually Sundays you have very few cars on the road, and that's why we're doing this. Now, our subscriber Vicky mentioned that it seems a little hazy when you do it in the morning. Yeah, that's actually true. That's because the angle of the sun sometimes hits us, and so the camera will end up with some lens flare. So it's a matter of perfect looking videos or safety for us. I think we take safety for us over that, right? Gotta be safe. Alright, so I gotta wait for this car to pass. So slowing down. Of course, anytime we slow down, we take a little bit of gamble. Alright, so we are now on Hintz, and all we really have to do at this point is take Hintz all the way down until we run into the river. The area we're going into is called the Dam Number 1. I've been there maybe 2 or 3 times in the past, but not, of course, with my bike. It's just in the car. I had debated whether I should rig up a fishing rod and do a little bit of fishing while I was out there. But then I thought about it and I said, well, I could always do it another day. Today I just want to get there safely, take a look around, and then get back. Because, like I said, we have things to do today because it is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers, too, by the way. It'll be belated by the time you see this video. My hope is to get this video out by Tuesday, because you know that Tuesdays and Saturdays are our e-bike video days. It's e-bike and anything else I want to do days, I should say. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are our knee replacement days. And then Thursdays and Sundays are our bonus days. If I have something to give you, I post on Thursday and Sunday. If I have nothing to give you, you don't get anything. This past Thursday, I didn't give you anything. So, of course, if you look at it that way, I was supposed to post a knee video on Wednesday, but I gave you an e-bike video instead. I had a whole bunch of e-bike videos ready, and I wanted to get them out because I feel bad having done certain videos and then just holding on to them and not giving it to you. But that is the reality of production schedules, I guess, right? So we are moving a lot faster today. I am pedaling a lot quicker. I woke up this morning and I saw a post by our subscriber Josh, and Josh says, wow, the last video I showed was a thing that said something like traveling on Sundays were the best days to ride your bike, and he says, wow, you time travel, because it was Saturday when I released it. He says, now if you could tell me how to do that, I could go back in time and fix my knee. He's got a knee problem as well. So I said to him, how do you know that I traveled back in time and not forward in time? So, yes, by the time he sees this video, I'm going to be mentioning it Sunday, but of course it might be Tuesday by the time you see this. So yeah, we're moving pretty quick today. My knee is a little bit stiff today. Again, reading comments on videos, I do get a lot of people still watching the original MUA video. I think I called it the manual knee manipulation video. And I had a comment today from someone about their knee. But I get a lot of people still watching that video. I appreciate you guys watching it and finding me there. I think that's probably the #1 video on knee replacement from me. Know that I'm currently at 21 months. So that video was done a long time ago. I'm doing better. I am at 120 degrees of flexion, and I'm now claiming 0 degrees of extension. All right. So I'm better now, but that doesn't mean my knees are perfect. I am riding my e-bike almost daily, unless it's raining or something's going on. So my knees are stiff in the morning, all right? So even though it's a certain amount of time has gone by, my knees do still feel stiff. Usually when I first get on the bike, if it's first thing in the morning, it is a little hard for me to pedal. So I kind of take it easier when I'm pedaling, and I use a combination of pedal and throttle until my knees have warmed up a little bit to the point where it's moving more smoothly. So right now I'm actually pedaling fairly decently. I'm doing throttle, and instead of throttling, I'm going to move my pedal assist to pedal assist level 4, which is actually pretty fast because I want to get there quickly and I want to look around and then head back. So with pedal assist level 4 and pedaling fairly easily but consistently, I'm doing right now 18.7 miles per hour. Now these bikes are set up for 20 miles an hour when you're riding them with a pedal assist, but there's a secret menu option in there to move it to 25 miles an hour if you want. So because I'm not pedaling very hard, well, let me move to assist level 5. I've never really ridden on level 5, but level 5 is so fast, I have a hard time even catching up with pedaling. But we're on number 5 now, since there's not that many people on the road. We're doing 23.9, 24 miles an hour right now. No throttle, strictly pedaling. So you can imagine how fast this thing really does go. Now, legally speaking, these bikes have to ship at 20 miles per hour. We're going past that at this point. But even if you were at 20 miles an hour, if you pedaled hard at the legal 20 miles per hour assistance, you could go faster than 20 miles an hour. It's just that the motor will kick out and you're pedaling on your own to go past the 20 miles an hour. In my case, yeah, we're going past it with the secret menu. Now, like I said before, the faster you go, the harder you fall if you fall. I'm going to drop it back down to assist level 4 because I kind of feel 5 is really fast. Even with 4 and just pedaling, I'm doing 22.2 miles an hour right now. So we're moving fairly quickly. I want to stay as smooth as I can too, of course, for these videos. I know that the new GoPro and the Insta360 cameras have such good stabilization that even if I'm moving around, the videos look very stable. Yeah, that's more money than I want to spend at this point. We do have a camera, we might as well utilize it, but of course that means we're a little bit choppier. The video's a little bit bouncier and the like. It's not as wide, but it works. And maybe one day when Russ's Right grows larger, maybe we can afford to get another camera and make it look a little nicer. But for right now, Russ's Right doesn't make a whole lot of money. But I do appreciate all the subscribers currently who are watching me and helping me along. You know what your subscriptions do is they help pay for my internet connection at this point. My internet is fairly expensive. I need to use high-speed internet connections to upload my videos because the videos, the upload time usually takes longer than downloading things. I could use standard connection, but then the upload would take me forever. So I pay for a high-speed connection, and the revenue that's generated from advertisements that run before and after Russ's Right videos is helping to pay for the internet connection. That's how much I make, all right? Just enough to pay for the internet connection. So maybe one day, you know, if it becomes a popular channel, then of course we'll have money to buy better cameras and stuff. But I appreciate you guys watching. Anyway, stick to the end of this video so you can see. My hope this time is to bring you there and then stop at that point. There's no real sense in showing you the reverse ride back because it'd be the exact same thing, just but in the opposite direction. All right, so we'll spend our time looking at the airport, hopefully, and then also looking at the Des Plaines River a little bit. We've been lucky so far. We've been hitting most of the lights, so that just keeps us moving. So what's our speed? We're currently at around 21 miles an hour. Now keep in mind too, the camera shuts out at 16 minutes. After 16 minutes, I have to restart the camera. So if we get to that point, I'll manually restart it. We got about 2 more minutes before that happens. So we're gonna keep going until it happens. Yeah, if you hear me sniffling every now and then, it's because it is a little chilly. I'm still wearing a short sleeve shirt, my typical black shirts, and I am wearing shorts. Okay. I see the sun trying to peek out. It is a little bit cloudy today. I hope it stays a little cloudy because I think the video will look a little nicer for you. This way you won't have the lens flare as much. Okay, so we have some emergency services going on there, and we're going to be hitting a light here. So we will slow down and stop. I watched a video from Bolton E-Bikes, and he mentioned that if you're at a stoplight and you need to set the sensor, that if you lay your bike down over the sensor, not laying it down, but angling it downwards. Apparently the spokes in your wheel will set off the sensor. Now, I'm too lazy to get off the bike to do that, so I'm just standing here. But I also found a law that said, at least in our area, if a light does not turn after 2 minutes, okay, you can legally cross the red light. Okay, after checking, making sure you're safe before you cross. Okay, so I didn't know that either, that there's such a law. But I guess they know that sometimes bikes cannot trigger it. And early this morning, if there's no cars coming either direction, you could be standing there forever and that thing's never going to turn. So, didn't know about that law either. The little things that I'm learning. Alrighty. Well, believe it or not, we're very close to the airport, I believe. Yeah, we're real close to the airport. Now, I seriously doubt we'll see any airplanes flying over. Not this early in the morning, but I'll see if I can stop a little bit and let you guys see it. All right, we're at a stoplight here, so let's try that. I'm gonna lean my, well, it turned before I even got a chance to lean it. So still can't try it. The airport's to our right. Let me see if I can find a spot we can slow down and take a look. All right, I'm gonna stop here real quickly. Kind of angle here so you guys can see this. This is angling the camera as much as I can here. This is one of the runways. This is for takeoff and landing, I think. So yeah, let's keep moving here. That's the airport. Chicago Executive Airport, also formerly known as Pewaukee Airport. You know, they have an observation area. If you're on, what road is that? I can't recall. Is that Palatine Road? Off of Palatine Road? They have a section where you can pull off and watch the airplanes going, taking off and landing. It's an observation section. They never had that in the past. So I guess they think that's something people would like to do. They don't have it on this road, though. All right, so we're heading towards Milwaukee Avenue, and just past Milwaukee Avenue on Hintz is this dam number 1, and I think we're very close to it already. So you can see it's really not that far. Theoretically, I could bring my fishing rod and do a little fishing. I should try to do that in the future. But today we're a little bit of time crunched, so I'm not going to do it. And again, I would only do this on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, preferably Sunday morning. Sunday morning seems to be less cars than Saturdays. So, let's see where we are. You know, like I said, the left knee is a little stiff, a little hurting today. I'm not sure why. Usually if I'm laying in bed for that long, it will hurt, because I'm not really bending it while you're sleeping. Okay, it looks like they have shut down the entrance. It says closed. I don't know what time they open the entrance. So straight ahead is the river, but now I'm not allowed to go in it. I'm looking ahead here and I see they haven't opened it up. Oh, that's disappointing. Alright, based on that, we're not going to hit it. I'm disappointed. Which means I'm going to turn around. Well, straight ahead would have been the Des Plaines River. Let's turn the bike around here. Make sure there's no cars here. Let's do a U-turn. All right, we're heading back. Oh, what a disappointment. What a disappointment. All right, you're gonna have a ride with me going back. Well, is there anything else we could see out here? We could go back. We could go back on the bike trail, but I'm not gonna do that. We've done that 3 times already. So, yeah, where else can we go down here? I'm trying to think if there's anything interesting we can hit while we're on this road. There's really nothing interesting, as you saw as we went down here. This whole area that we're in is kind of an industrial area. All the buildings are industrial areas. So, airport again is to our left. Let me angle a little bit. I don't know if you can see some of that or not. Kind of hard to angle and ride at the same time. Cars are coming. Yeah, I am totally bummed out, man. I was really hoping to get to the river and look at the river. I don't want to break the law and go in there and bypass their gated thing. Maybe they open at 7. I don't know. Disappointing. Well, we tried. That's about all we can do is try. We'll head back. Gee whiz, too bad. I'm trying to think if there's any other roads to take. You know, the thing is, if I take any other roads that's a major road, I may end up having to have to deal with the cars. And that's really what I'm trying my best to avoid, is the cars. All right, back we go. Well, you get a free street ride. We didn't see any airplanes. We didn't see any river. How disappointing. Oh well, it is a nice ride day. It is overcast. It's not hot. It's cool. There's no cars. We're traveling fairly quickly. We're doing about 20 miles an hour right now. Again, still at pedal assist level 4, gear number 7 out of 7. That's a pedal assist 4 out of 5. 5 is your maximum. I think one of the biggest things you have to watch out for are dogs. All right? And the reason is because dogs like to chase bikes. And I've noticed sometimes there's more dog walkers on the bike trail than bikes or people walking or running. They're all walking their dogs on the trail. So, you know, they have these leashes that are retractable leashes. You know, the dog could run out, I don't know, 10, 15 feet maybe? I don't know. It's a long leash. And sometimes the owners don't pay much attention to how far their dog has run out. Now, if you're on the bike path and the dog runs out on the leash, it goes 10, 15 feet away, you really have no control over that dog. That was the road tracks. You have no control over the dog, so if you're not watching, too, the dog could run across the path while the owner's on one side and the dog's on the other side. Now you've got a leash crossing your path. If you go through that, you're going to either run into the leash or you're going to run into the dog. If you run into the leash and it gets tangled up in your tires, guess what's going to happen to the dog? So you need to avoid it. Now this video I'm going to show you here is what happened to me when that happened once. Dog was going across. I had to go up onto the grass in order to avoid the dog and the owner. Okay. Now, what if you don't have any grass? Stop here. What if you don't have any grass to go up on? Or maybe the path that you're on has a curb. Then your only other choice at that point is to stop, and stop fast. Now that happened to me as well. Another dog owner, it was a big dog, wasn't paying attention, didn't hear me coming, and I had to slam on the brakes in order to avoid the dog. And of course the dog is trying to get me. He's barking like crazy and trying to attack. So yeah, this is why I say you gotta watch out for dogs. Almost watching out for dogs more than watching out for people, because the people don't pay much attention sometimes, and their dogs can get in your way. Okay. Yeah, it's still overcast, which is good. We don't have harsh sun flares hitting the camera this time. I've been pedaling and also throttling. I just throttled for the last minute or two, just to give myself a little break.